Hello guys, this is Jay, and in this video we'll be talking about lambda functions in Python. So sit back, chillax, and let's start coding. In Python, a lambda function is a small anonymous function, which means it does not have a name. You can use it anywhere a function is required. The syntax is simple: lambda, argument, expression. Lambda is the keyword. Arguments are the input to your function, then the expression is the operation that will be returned. For example, we have a normal function. So say def or define a function. The name of the function is going to be square underscore number or square num, which is going to have a parameter of x, and we want to return x times x. Now let's call our function. Now if we run this code, we're going to get 25. Yeah. Now, as you can see, instead of writing this normal function, we can write it using lambda. So we're going to just say something like this. We're going to create a variable name square, which is going to be equals to, remember, lambda is the keyword. Then the argument is going to be x, colon, the expression, which is x times x. Now let's print our square. Now we're going to give it a parameter of 5 once more. Now let's run the code and see. 25. Now, as you can see, look at how clean and short it is. That is lambda function. Now let's use a more practical example. Let's say we want to square a list of numbers. Now I'm going to create a variable named numbers, which is going to be equals to a list of numbers, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we are going to use a lambda function here. So we're going to create a variable named squared numbers, because we're going to square each number in the list. And our squared numbers variable is going to be equals to the list. I'm going to use a map keyword here. And then we'll call our lambda function. Remember, lambda is the keyword. And our expression, we're going to use x again as our argument. And our expression is going to be x times x, because we are squaring each number. Now we are squaring each numbers in the numbers list. So we're going to say comma numbers. Now let's run the code and see. Let's print our squared numbers. Yeah, let's run the code and see. Yeah, this is the list squared. Now, the map keyword, this map keyword here, applies the function to each of the lists to iterate through the list. Instead of using a for loop, we use the map keyword. That is what the map keyword does. Instead of using a for loop, we use a map keyword to do the iteration. Now the list turns the output, that this list turns the output to a list. If I remove this list from this, let's delete this list. I'm going to show you. I'm going to get the map object of our function. Yeah, getting the map object. That is why we're using a list keyword, so that we can get the output as a list. Now, we have a list of names. We are going to extract the first letter of each name using a lambda function. And the first letter has to be letter A. Now, I'm going to create a variable name, names with A, which is going to be equals to our list. Remember what our list does? It makes our output to come out as a list. We're going to use the filter keyword, and we're going to also call our lambda. Remember, the lambda is the keyword, and the argument is going to be name, colon. The expression is going to be name dot lower, and we're going to use dot start with, and we are starting with the letter A, and we are working with the names list. Now, what this filter does, it does the same thing as the map keyword. It iterates through the list. Instead of using a for loop, I want to use the filter keyword to iterate through the list. Then I need to filter through the list and find the name that starts with the letter A. And we're using this name the lower, so that all our names that start with uppercase turns it back to a lowercase. And we're working on the names variable. Now let's print our variable and see what happens. Names with A. Now let's run the code and see. Yeah, Alice and Andy. Yeah, the filter function iterates through the name list and looks for each name that starts with the letter A. That's what the filter function does. Now, let's try another example. Now we have a list of numbers here. We are going to filter through the list and find each number divisible by 2. When we get a variable named divisible num, that's called num, is going to be equals to our list keyword. Remember what the list keyword does? Our output comes out as a list. Then we're going to use the filter keyword to iterate through the numbers list. Then we're going to use our almighty lambda. And the argument is going to be div colon the expression, which is div remainder 2 is equals to 0. And we are working on our number list. Remember to put the list at the ending when you're working with a list. Now let's print divisible num. Now let's run the code and see. But before we do that, can you like, share, drop a comment, guys? Drop a comment in the comment section. Yeah, we're getting 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Now, as you can see, we have extracted all numbers divisible by 2. Instead of defining a function, we use lambda function to perform this small task fast and efficient using just one line. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. You're welcome.